Good evening and welcome to our day number 32. My name is Mary, and today I'll be sharing with you another story, and the name is A Lost Brother Found. The food Jacob's son brought from Egypt did not last long, for Jacob's family was large. Most of his sons were married and had children of their own. Jacob's children and grandchildren totaled 66, plus the servants who waited on them and the men who cared for the flocks. So around Joseph's tent was quite a camp of tents and an army of people. When the food from Egypt was nearly eaten up, Jacob said to his sons, "Go down to Egypt again and buy some more food for us." Judah, Jacob's son, who had urged his brothers to tell Joseph to the Judah, Jacob's son, pardon me, I made a mistake, but I shall repeat that sentence once again. Okay, so Judah, Jacob's son, who had urged his brothers to sell Joseph to the Ishmaelites, said to his father, "It is no use for us to go to Egypt unless we take Benjamin with us. The man who rules that land said to us, 'You shall not see my face unless your youngest brother is with you.'" Israel said, "Why did you tell the man you had a brother? You did me great harm when you told him." "Why," said Jacob's sons, "we could not help telling him. The man asked us all about our family. 'Is your father living? Have you any more brothers?' And we had to tell him. His questions were so sharp. How could we know he would say, 'Bring your brother here for me to see him'?" Judah said, "Send Benjamin with me, and I will take care of him. I promise you, I will bring him safely home. If he does not come back, let me bear the blame forever. He must go, or we will die for want of food." Jacob said, "If he must go, then he must, but take a present to the man, some of the choicest fruits of the land, spices, perfumes, nuts, and almonds, and take twice as much money, besides the money that was in your sacks. Perhaps that was a mistake when the money was given back to you. Take your brother Benjamin, and may the Lord God make the man kind to you, so he will set Simon free and let you bring Benjamin back. But if it is God's will that I lose my children, I cannot help it." So 10 brothers of Joseph went down a second time to Egypt, Benjamin going in place of Simon. They came to Joseph's office, the place where he sold grain to the people, and they stood before their brother and bowed as before. Joseph saw that Benjamin was with them, and he said to his steward, the man who was over his house, "Make ready a dinner, for all these men shall dine with me today." When Joseph's brothers found themselves being taken into Joseph's house, They were filled with fear. They said to one another, "We have been taken here on account of the money in our sacks. They will say we have stolen it and will sell us all for slaves." But Joseph's steward treated the men kindly, and when they spoke of the money in their sacks, he would not take it again. The steward received the men into Joseph's house and washed their feet according to the custom of the land. At noon, Joseph came in to meet them. They brought him the presents from their father, and again they bowed before him with their faces on the ground. Joseph asked them if they were well and said, "Is your father still living? The old man of whom you spoke, is he well?" They answered, "Our father is well, and he is living." Joseph looked at his younger brother, Benjamin, the child of his own mother, Rachel, and he said, "Is this your youngest brother? God be gracious to you, my son." Joseph's heart went so full that he could not keep back his tears. He went quickly to his own room and wept there. Then he washed his face, came out again, and ordered the table to be set for dinner. They set Joseph's table for himself as the ruler, another table for his Egyptian officers, and another for the 11 men from Canaan. For Joseph had brought Simon out of the prison and had given him a place with his brothers. Joseph himself arranged the order of the seats for his brothers, with the oldest at the head and all in order of age down to the youngest. The men wondered at this and could not see how the ruler of Egypt should know the order of their ages. And Joseph sent dishes from his table to his brothers, giving Benjamin 5 times as much as the others. Perhaps he wished to see whether they were as jealous of Benjamin as they had been toward him. After dinner, Joseph said to his steward, "Fill the men's sacks with grain, as much as they can carry, and put each man's money in his sack. Put my silver cup in the sack of the youngest, along with his money." And that was the word of the Lord. Now we have discussion questions. The first one, why didn't Jacob want to see Benjamin to Egypt? Number 2, why did Jacob send gifts to the Egyptian ruler? Number 3, how do you think Joseph's brothers felt when they found out they had to go back to his house? Number 4, why did Joseph give Benjamin more than the others? Thank you for being with me for another fun night and another fun story. May God bless you. Bye for now.